Hey guys, I'm Alicia Camacho and welcome to this week's episode number 7. Before we start the episode though, if you were following my social media, you would have seen that I was caught up in Hurricane Leslie. Portugal got a hurricane, and while it didn't really hit the continent that much, it still did. It mostly passed through the Madeiran Islands. There are still some people that are left without electricity and a lot of buildings and stuff that have been damaged. My building, i.e. my house, was actually damaged. Yep. A tree fell on one of the cars and the wind blew the roof off of my garage. I had a very long 24 hours, including trying to bring down the roof that was hanging on a power line. So super fun and dangerous things happening in my life. I'm just thankful that I had some great family members who were able to assist me, so I really do appreciate that. Also, it's now super cold, so after the hurricane, the winter decided to blow itself in, which is fine because now I can bring out all my sweaters. Although I'm not super excited about winter because my hands are constantly cold, my nose is constantly cold, and my toes are constantly cold. And those are all the things that if you keep them warm, your body's warm. So hence, I am not warm, I'm cold. And I do not like winter. What are we talking about today in today's episode? Today's episode. Woo. Oh, it's a little interesting. We're talking about the meaning of songs because it started in a conversation that I had with my friends a couple of weeks ago. The song released by DJ Snake, Cardi B, Selena Gomez, and I think Ozuna, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Taki Taki. And a lot of people were like, what does Taki Taki mean? And we were like, yes, tell us. And they were like, oh, it means nothing. It just goes with the song. It's a whole vibe. But my friends and I did a little bit of digging on Urban Dictionary, and we were very, very surprised as to what Taki Taki could mean. I won't repeat what I read because it is a little bit sexual. We also have little ones watching the show, so I don't want to scar them. It made me a little bit curious. The first song was made famous in 2002 by a Spanish sister group, Cereja. I'm talking about the Ketchup song, or Las Ketchup. A lot of people were obsessed with the song, including myself. I loved the song as a kid because it came with dance moves, and while I'm very uncoordinated, the simple movements of doing this wasn't that bad, right? But it was also known for its very nonsensical lyrics, and a lot of people were like, well, what does it mean? Like, it's all in Spanish. The meaning of the song is basically about a guy called Diego, and he goes to the club and he requests a song at the DJ booth. The song is his favorite song, and the Las Ketchup song is basically about Diego trying to sing along to his favorite song, but he doesn't know the lyrics. So, nothing. Nonsensical, because it's basically them singing about Diego who can't sing the song that he likes. The next song is my favorite song. It is a legendary song. Scientists have proved that if your immune system is low, you can play the song and it will give it a bit of a boost, guys. And I've done it several times, and let me tell you, I feel happy all the time after I've sung it. I know the lyrics word for word. Why? Because it's one of my favorite all-time songs. It's by the incredible band called Queen. There's a movie coming out, Bohemian Rhapsody, with Rami Malek. I'm talking about the song Bohemian Rhapsody. It is amazing. A lot of people, including myself, believe that the song was written after Freddie Mercury found out about his HIV. Also, a lot of people thought it was a song about him coming out gay. Wrong to all of that. The only thing that we should know about Bohemian Rhapsody and why it's such a scandalous song is because it was the first 6-minute long song that was going to be played on commercial radio. People were like, it's never gonna work. It's also a very creative and unusual song. If you have not heard of it, go listen to it. But those of you who have heard of Bohemian Rhapsody, you will know that it goes from one end to the other end, and there's a whole lot of weird stuff happening in between, and I love it. It's so great. If I could start singing right now, I would. Now for this next song, I thought I would talk about something that's a little bit more different in terms of musical genre. It's still in the pop category, but it's also like indie and alternative. I'm talking about our fave bad girl, Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey just oozes a whole bunch of cool. If you listen to her music, you will know that she talks a lot about American culture, American history, and the effects of certain events. Her lyrics are very deep and profound sometimes, and sometimes they're just literally like telling you off, which is cool. I mean, it's Lana, she can do what she wants, right? One song that I really liked, it's a really beautiful song, because it seems angelic, but it's not really angelic if you listen to the lyrics. Talking about the song Heroine, the song is really beautiful, and so I was curious as to what it means. Obviously, the most obvious one is about heroin, the drug. Heroin is about the decaying effect, how it damages relationships, it damages yourself, your body. Then, a little bit deeper, the next level of what the song means, it's also talking about fame, how fame can be just as destructive as heroin, and how it can ruin you and relationships, which we've seen a lot of celebrities struggle with the idea of fame and what it means. The next song, guys, oh my gosh, this song was a hit. It was made a hit because of Justin Bieber. He sang it, and he sang in Spanish, and he was all beautiful, and girls were crying and throwing their panties at him, but sung by a different artist first. I'm talking about Despacito by Luis Fonsi. Our favorite song where we can't really keep up with the Spanish lyrics and we sing other words because it's just so much fun. I know my family and we have a running joke about that since Christmas last year. So it's a really fun song if you think about it. You know, you're all singing the Despacito, you know, it's all got a vibe to it, and some people can keep up with the lyrics, which is great, but a lot of people don't know what the lyrics actually mean. This one will come as a shock to you. You've seen like 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds jamming to the song, guys, and screaming it at the top of their lungs until you know what Luis Fonsi is actually saying. You think it's totally innocent. Well, let me unfortunately pop it. He is singing purely about sex. Like loads of dirty, really going at it kind of sex. Yeah, guys. So, with that image in your head, think about it next time you see a 12-year-old singing Despacito, and just maybe change the song, because 12-year-olds singing about crazy sex. No, go play with your Barbies, kids. You know. Thought I would include maybe a rapper in here, just so that we could sort of see. I know there's a lot of rap songs that do have a lot of meaning, a lot of rappers who use their music to talk about certain aspects in history and cultural issues. I know Kendrick Lamar is uses that quite often in his lyrics, but you get some rappers who are just literally monetizing on the most basic kind of ideas. Every young teenager would be singing this song because, well, it involves two things: pancakes and Hennessy. That's right, guys. Pancakes and Hennessy has no other background or anything. It's literally just about pancakes and Hennessy, which is not a bad thing because, I mean, pancakes are great and Hennessy is alcohol. I don't drink whiskey. I think Hennessy is a whiskey, or it's a brandy, or I don't know. Don't judge me on that. Basically, it makes me then sit and wonder, maybe I should start writing songs about cookies and milk, or maybe cookies and vodka. And I can also become super rich and famous based on cookies and vodka. I don't think it has the same effect, and I'm sure that he works really hard. The next song is, this is a very It's a very beautiful song. It's a heartbreaking song. I'm talking about Khaled. He's a pretty like unique kind of artist. The song was introduced to me by a friend of mine, and I heard it. I was just like, whoa, this is amazing. The song I'm talking about is Coaster. Some facts about the song. It is about loving someone and knowing that they don't love you back, but afraid to move on. Now I know we've all been there, you know, feelings are a messy thing, right? Another fun fact about the song is Khaled actually wanted to write this with one of his really good friends, and they'd been procrastinating it, and then the one time his friend came to pick him up, and they were just like, dude, we're gonna write the song. And from the distance from point A to point B, Khaled wrote the song in 20 minutes. The next song, the song I'm talking about is Wonderwall by Oasis. Definitely a throwback song. Quite popular because it's a very angsty kind of song. Fun facts about the song, as that's what the whole show today is about. The song was written by Noel, and at the time he said that it was written about his then girlfriend, who then later became his wife. However, after they got divorced, he then turned around and said no. The song is actually about having a friend and knowing that you can count on them. But a lot of people are still convinced that that is not the true point of the song. A lot of people have theories that the song is actually about Noel's brother. They have some theories that it was actually written because he was contemplating leaving Oasis. A lot of people, and this is a really wacky one, but a lot of people think that this is about his imaginary friendship with Paul McCartney. Right? So will we ever find out what the true meaning behind Wonderwall is? I don't think so. The next song that I'm talking about is from my favorite animation, not my favorite, but our general favorite animation, Shrek. I'm talking about All Star, right? Super fun song. It's got a lot of deep lyrics about life being really crap. My world's on fire, how about yours? Might as well swim, right? That's great. Thank you so much, Smash Mouth, for those inspiring lyrics. That song has such a catchy vibe to it, and it's really, really awesome because it's technically trying to give us a positive message about our lives. No matter what we're going through, we can always somehow make it. He is also basically just talking about making the most of your circumstances, trying to break the whole like superficial thing about life, you know? So guys, that is the end of this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other songs that have curious and obscure and not so obvious meaning, just send them my way and I'll definitely do a video about it. Like, share and subscribe. Remember to share this with all your friends, and then give it a like, and then share it some more because I need the views. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you want to follow me on my social media, just follow me on my Instagram, Alicia Camacho _official, and you can see what's happening in my day to day. I'll try and keep you entertained with some new music that I'm listening to or movies that I watched. Also, I have a new review out this week on Bingeworthy for the website Are You Not Entertained, so make sure you go have a look and check them out. Remember guys, you are great, you are awesome, and you are loved.